Once out of a relationship with a narcissist and we begin to see things more clearly, we might even ask ourselves why we stayed for so long. Some of the smartest, intelligent, most intuitive people who get entangled with a narcissist struggle to break free. Remember, it's better to have loved and have lost than it is to live with a narcissist psychopath for the rest of your life. When we look back and often remember those moments that we just knew something was off and questioned the relationship within ourselves, yet still we stayed to help them destroy us. Sometimes before any cracks even appeared, our instinct shouted up. It's incredibly complicated as to why people stay. It's hard enough for those who have lived it to understand why they would stay in it. Those who haven't just don't seem to get it. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. This video is about why people stay in narcissistic relationships. The channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. When it comes to narcissistic people, they enjoy convincing you that you're worthless without them, you're nothing without them, you'll never find anyone like them, you'll never be loved, you'll never be anything, you'll never get yourself together, you'll never be enough, and you'll never be free. They enjoy going around destroying people and making you think so long as you behave, all will be okay, yet as soon as you walk free, all hell will break loose. Breaking free will save you, just do so carefully. You are enough, you are worthy, you are special. You'll find someone worthy of you. You will be happy, you will get yourself together, and you will be free. Unless people have lived life firsthand with a narcissist, they will never truly understand exactly what went on and the friendly advice of why didn't you just leave, or how unhelpful that friendly advice is. So just why do we stay? The narcissist thinking and what you can do if you're trying to get out. First comes the narcissist love bombing. They start their manipulation from the very start of the relationship, mirroring you, matching you like for like, future faking with you. They are your perfect match, too good to be true. Yet we know this can happen. Two genuine people can meet, click, and live long, happy lives together. The soulmate we've met has shown us no evidence that there is anything wrong within them or the relationship, or that they have a personality disorder. The reality we live at the start is reality, and it's perfect. This can start with those doubts within ourselves before the relationship is a few months in. Our instincts might kick in, as we cannot see exactly what they are telling us, and this partner is perfect. We look for outside reasons and excuses, hurts from past relationships, blaming ourselves for having doubts. Even when things they say don't quite add up, we begin to question ourselves and not them, as there is no evidence to say otherwise. When that first issue hits, we know in our beliefs that relationships have ups and downs, and we cling to those beliefs throughout the relationship. Most narcissistic people don't know who they indeed are, so they go around stealing others' qualities and personalities and passing them off as their own. For the future, learn your values, learn your beliefs, create your boundaries. Know when you need to say no and stick to your no. Genuine people will not try to break your boundaries down. Your no will become a deal breaker. Learn who you are, asking yourself, who am I? Doing activities and things that you enjoy. Learning to love life for yourself. Raise your standards and take things slow. Narcissists open up our attachment system. This is developed in early childhood with our primary caregiver. The attachment system, if developed, opens our ability to attach to another on an emotional and physical level. When you are emotionally connected to someone, it becomes harder to just walk away because you care about that person. Somewhere, narcissists don't develop this attachment system, or they lose it, meaning they can simply walk away without care. In future, take your time. Don't drag it out, yet don't rush in. Someone like you would be happy to take it slow with you and really get to know each other. We have object constancy, again developed within ourselves from early childhood, meaning we have the ability to care for others even when there is distance, disagreements, conflicts. As we maintain a healthy emotional bond with them, we can bounce back from the negative and forgive them. We don't do too much to hurt them when there is disagreements. Narcissistic people are most often missing this object consistency, and they are unable to maintain deep emotional connections with others. When there is disagreements or distance, they simply no longer care. Write down all those times they've hurt you, not been there for you, walked away from you, caused you pain. Every time you doubt yourself, look at it and remind yourself who they indeed are. Fear plays a big part in keeping most people within a narcissistic relationship, if that narcissist is a family member or a partner. Fear of letting the family down, fear of judgment from others, fear of failure, fear of mistakes, fear of losing your identity, which technically you've already lost within a relationship with a narcissist. So now your character is reliant upon that relationship. Fear of financial survival, fear of being lonely. A narcissist keeps you trapped within their plays of reward, punishment. Your fear of their reactions, and you change time and time again who you are to avoid those reactions, walking on eggshells to please them. Then they reward you, which confirms within your mind that the things that go wrong is your fault. It was never your fault. Fear of the threats they make, that they could be the overt threats when they tell you that you'll never see the children again, or the covert threats of you wish you wouldn't do that. Fear of where you'll live, especially if they've taken over your finances. The narcissist has a profoundly wounded ego, and they fear losing control. They fear being inferior, and they fear being unimportant. So they threaten others to create that fear, to keep control. Fear is one of the biggest things in life that keeps people trapped in all areas. Fear of failure, fear of success. Now, it's not easy when you're being threatened, but when you jump over the fear, stop thinking about the worst that could happen and stop focusing on the best that could happen. Stay safe. Don't let a narcissist know you're leaving. Get out safely. Start calling authorities, getting protection orders. Get the help and the support that you can. Fear of judgment. It's time to start thinking, who cares what others think? I'm a genuine caring person with genuine intentions. They have not lived your life. Genuine people will support you. Those who judge you, they have their own issues within their own lives and they are not for you. Those who gossip about you have their own problems within their own lives, why they need to muzzle in on everybody else's. Don't worry about what others say about you. Focus on what you think of you. Ego and pride, which also falls under fear. Fear of judgment from your family, worries, judgment and prejudice from others. How could you, of all people, stay in an abusive relationship? Judgment from yourself. Why could you not see? Why could you not help them? There's got to be a way to help them and make this work. What can you do to change the dynamics of the relationship and make it work? Your pride and ego is to help others, support others, and do your personal best. A narcissist's pride and ego is to help themselves, as nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to live or needs to prove to all others that they are not the one with the problem, that they are not the one to blame, and that they are not at fault. Why most narcissists hop from relationship to relationship. Genuine people, hurt people can also jump straight into a new relationship. We all make mistakes and have errors in our own judgment. Learn you are far from alone. Narcissistic people have tried to destroy some of the most loving, empathetic, intelligent people. People will understand you. People have had eerily similar experiences and know how you feel. Guilt also plays a part, especially if it's your parents or you have a child with a narcissist or it's a sibling that you grew up with. A narcissist does not feel guilt, not in the same way we do. They might feel it in the moment, but they quickly shift the blame to remove any feelings of shame, which is why they project to escape accountability, to escape taking any form of responsibility for their behaviour, often why they don't change their behaviour because they're unwilling to accept fault. You have to let the guilt go or it will eat you up. It will eat into your future. Guilt is to learn from your past mistakes and leave them in the past, not to carry it into your future. Remember what you did in any given moment was with the right intentions in that moment. We all make mistakes. We just have to learn from them. Forgiveness is for you. Forgive your past mistakes. Let them go and take the lesson with you. None of this was your fault and you did what you believed to be the best at that moment in time. Gratitude. A narcissist will continually, through the reward stage, show you how nice they can be when you behave how they want you to be. As they are not bad all the time, meaning you can find evidence of when they are reasonable. You've lived the reality of when they can treat you so well, and they are the person that treats you better than anyone ever has, yet worse than anyone ever has. They idolize, devalue, and then discard. They will over-exaggerate the times they treat you well, and they will underplay, deny, and blame shift the times they mistreated you. Things like, if they've destroyed some property, they will tell you that you made them do it, or they will claim that at least they didn't punch you. Narcissists believe they deserve to get without having to give. Write down the negatives. Ask yourself what they indeed did for you that wasn't to manipulate you. Empathy. As you have high levels of understanding, a narcissist might say things like, I wish I could be a better person for you, or I'll change with your help. You have a lot of compassion, forgiveness, and want to help people. A narcissist either has very low levels of empathy or no empathy. They simply act like they care in a moment if it meets a need of their own. Whether they care or not depends on the narcissist you're dealing with and how they are treating you in any particular moment. It's not a case of one shoe fits all. Some narcissists will not care at all. It will all be manipulation. Others might care for you in a moment, but without that object consistency, as soon as there's a disagreement, they no longer care. Turn inwards. Give yourself the compassion you need to help you heal, to put yourself first. Then you'll be at your best to give your best. When a narcissist has exaggerated all their good points and downplayed all their bad points, you believe that if you try harder, then everything will be okay. If you put the effort in, everything will be okay. However, it's never okay because a narcissist is always seeking more. Blame. As a narcissist will project all their faults into you and blame shift all their negative over to you, you are led to believe it's all your fault. It is never your fault. At some point we have to pass responsibility back to the rightful owner for their behaviour. The narcissist will change reality on you as you live the two phases of the narcissist, the admiration phase and the envious phase. The one where they shower you to get admiration and the one where they destroy you as they are envious of you. You live it, see it and believe the realities which leave you feeling conflicted. A narcissist will switch reality to suit themselves, often believing their own lies. They rewrite history to escape accountability. You will not get the whole truth from a narcissist in a straightforward way. They might tell on themselves, yet this is never directly. Write down the reality of what has truly happened. Trauma bonding. Due to the highs and lows of the relationship, release of cortisol from the lows and the stress and dopamine from the highs, you become psychologically addicted to the abuse and from the natural chemicals released into your body. You are, in essence, weaning yourself off a powerful drug. Narcissistic people are addicted to hitting those highs and will continuously look for new sources of supply to achieve these, or they'll have other forms of addictions. No contact is always best when recovering from a trauma bond. If you have children, grey rock, limited contact. Get all the information you need about the disorder. When doing grey rock, business-like, be dull. And then go out there and do all the things that you love to do that the narcissist wouldn't let you do. Financial control. Most narcissists will control you financially. They'll either become dependent on you and suck you dry, getting you into heaps of debt, some taking loans and credit cards out in your name without you knowing, or they'll get you to give up your home and job so you have nowhere to go. Narcissists believe they're entitled. Their mindset is what's yours is mine and what's mine's my own, and if I give you something, that's still mine. Call helplines to find somewhere safe to go. The step of getting out is the most important. The rest will follow. Know the reason why you need to leave. The rest will come. You can and you will build yourself back up. Change passwords on bank accounts. Take passports and important documents with you. Try to save some money on the side if you can and do so safely. Repetition compulsion. If you've had a similar relationship in the past that failed and didn't get the knowledge as to why, you try your best to heal the past by making sure it doesn't happen again in your present. Narcissistic people have a pattern of repeat behaviour, and they blame others. The problem is never within themselves, therefore they don't learn from their own mistakes. Learning who you are, understanding that no one deserves to be abused no matter what, is knowing and re-knowing until you get it. This was never your fault. If we were raised by narcissistic parents, we can often accept behaviour as normal that we should never have accepted. The lack of knowledge, not knowing what you are indeed dealing with and who they truly are, believing you can help them and make it work with them while they slowly sink you and leave you confused. It's hard enough for those who've lived it to understand it. It's even harder if you've never seen it. Some narcissistic people know exactly who they are and exactly what they're doing in a calculated way. Others, instinctive or impulsive behaviour. Learning about the disorder, understanding what you've been through, that it did not start with you, it will not end with you. You cannot help them, you can, however, help you. Reactive abuse. If a narcissist has prodded and poked and chipped away at you, even the best of people have their limits. If you've reacted, it's hard not to blame yourself. They may have also filmed it to use against you. A narcissist relies on your reactions so that they can twist the story to suit themselves. Cognitive dissonance is where your beliefs don't match your realities, yet as they show you one reality that matches your beliefs, especially in the beginning, it's hard to see what's truly happening and causes that inner conflict within your own mind. Beliefs you should stand by and help your parents that raised you. You should keep the family unit together, and children should have two parents together in the same household. Beliefs play a major part in keeping people trapped in the dynamics of a narcissistic relationship. To a narcissist, reality to them is a reality, and they do not care for others' opinions. Narcissist beliefs are they are better and more important than all others. They will seek to destroy those who don't conform to their demands. Writing down both realities you've lived, understanding the difference, knowing what you don't want to live through, and that you don't want to live that way anymore. Learning about your beliefs and who you are will help you break free. Gaslighting is an insidious form of mental torture slowly designed to brainwash you over a long period of time, to not be able to get to grips with reality, to confuse your state of mind, to leave you feeling crazy, anxious, lonely and depressed. Narcissistic people use gaslighting to keep you trapped and to keep you hooked on them, to go to them for reality checks. Writing down things that are said so you can look for your own reality checks, look for obstacles you've overcome in the past, find the positives in life. No, you are not crazy. You just fell for someone who drove you to the point of no longer knowing who you are. This is a new chapter to walk free. Deal with the emotions, understand your feelings, learn about yourself and develop who you are. Brain damage. Mental abuse over a prolonged period of time causes brain damage. It shrinks your hippocampus, which houses your memory. With all the gaslighting, it makes it incredibly hard to see and remember facts. It also grows your amygdala, which houses your emotions, so all your feelings are in a constant state of high, especially fear. When a narcissist is playing nice, those good emotions are being heightened to the extreme. When they hurt you, those negative emotions are being heightened to the extremes, so you end up running on a lack of memory with an emotional roller coaster of extremes, highs and lows. Once you're free, these can begin to go back to their normal size. This takes time. It's happening though, so trust and believe in yourself. You can piece reality back together. You can level your emotions back out. It's possible. People have done this before you, and you can do this too. Human needs, as Tony Robbins said, anything you do, any actions, feelings or emotions that meet 3 of your human needs, either negatively, neutrally or positively, and you will become addicted. These are certainty. You're certain you're in a relationship. Uncertainty. You never know what's going to happen next. Significance. You're usually doing all you can to provide and help the narcissist. Contribution. You give your all. You give yourself to them, trying to make the relationship work. Growth. Temporarily, when you get it right, the relationship goes well. Those false promises from the narcissist that has you believing they will change and your dreams will come true. Love and connection. When they play nice, you feel loved. Due to your empathy, attachment system and object consistency, you feel genuinely connected to them. Narcissistic people feel their human needs in a negative, quick fix and sometimes violent ways. They feel significant certainty and connection when they are threatening others. Fill your needs for you. Start working with love and connection within yourself and finding new hobbies that fulfill these. A couple of last theories, that is my personal opinion. Even if you were around a narcissist where those around you sensed something wasn't quite right with them, told you to leave, tried to explain it's time to get out and stay out, you could see the good side in the narcissistic person. Now, it could very well be the gaslighting and the blame shifting that makes you blame you, but you are aware and open to your own insecurities, vulnerabilities, faults and flaws, as you understand that you are not perfect, as most of us are all imperfectly perfect in our own right. We simply care for others, want to help those, want to understand more about them. We don't want to quit until we've exhausted every single option available to help them. Then and only then can we walk away and bolt the door shut to the past, begin to learn about ourselves, within ourselves, of who we are, who we want to be, what makes us work, what makes us and others do what they do, feel how they feel, care on a deep level, and learn how to be ourselves first, then those who want to be helped, and walk away from those who just seek to destroy. We have a great view on perceptions and can see others' ideas, viewpoints. Now, a narcissistic person can only see their own, whereas we are open to ideas and taking on board others' opinions and points of view and compromise. A narcissist is not. Now is the time to work on you. Believe in you. You are worthy. You are enough. You are special. You are loving. You are kind. You do deserve so much better. Someone who is willing to try all they can to help those people that hurt them, even though they know it's time to walk away, are amazing people. walk away, develop yourself and learn to let go of the past, to be able to look into and understand it more, move forward without regrets. You did all you could at the time you could with good intentions, with the knowledge that you had. You have greatness within you, and it's time to go and work on you. I shall add the video in the description of why people don't see red flags to give you more information on those. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please add those into the comments. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.